5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arm Wrestling Showcase number 42. That's right, 42 episodes that Kane and I have been doing for the arm wrestling community, trying to spread around the news that's going on and exciting up-and-coming stuff. Tonight, we have Kane Fontecchio with Alpha Empire Arm Wrestling, our host, and myself, Josh Edwards. We're just going to kick the gossip back and forth and see what we can come up with tonight. Nothing in particular on the agenda, but anybody that wants to chime in and come and join us, feel free. We're just arm wrestling hangout tonight. How's it going, Kane?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. A lot going on right now. We were chatting a little bit before we went live, and yeah, there's just a lot to look forward to this year. Are you still going to PAL this weekend in Vegas?
Yeah, all signs point to yes. So
I
I
love
don't
it.
see any reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going. I think there's going to be a few of our teammates heading out, which makes me happy. But yeah, it should be a fun one. I think it's maybe my first time competing a PAL event.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
You as well? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I went to the one before and watched. But yeah, this will be the first one that I enter and compete. Yeah.
Cool,
And
man.
it looks like there's a couple of I mean, what, Boom added some super matches. What, Mike is going against Tank, right? Is
That's
that's
right.
this
Yeah.
weekend? Yeah. And then Pablo did kind of like an open call out to anybody, right?
Did anybody jump on that or?
No, I mean there was a couple of people that were chattering in the Facebook comments, but no, Boom put out a message that was like, "Look, Pablo's going to be there at Vegas this weekend. Anybody that wants a right-handed match, this weight, whatever, blah blah blah." And so yeah, it looks like he'll be there, and he'll take a super match if anybody wants one. So, Kane, if you're feeling froggy,
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
woohoo,
Yeah, I
that's a
don't
bad
know.
dude right there.
Pablo's been on a good run. I don't want to put a stop to it or anything like that, you
Yeah,
know.
I know. You don't want to take away that thunder.
Take that wind out of his wings, you know.
Yeah. No, I was hoping like Derek or somebody would like just, get the motivation and be like, you know what? I will go over there and take your call out, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not too far. Vegas is what, 4 or 5 hours from you guys?
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be really cool.
We got Armtruvial channel in the house. What's up? We've also got Devin Knox in the house saying, "What is the meaning of life?" Well, you just brought up our
All
topic for the evening. Our topic for the evening is what the meaning of life is. And it's
right, all right.
pretty much an arm wrestling table, two people ripping their arms off, an up ref and a down ref. And that's pretty much it. So you said you were lifting heavy this week, but you went a little bit aggro.
I mean, it wasn't even heavy. That's the problem. Like I was at the gym. Oh, here goes my phone again falling. Let me see if I can turn this way. Okay. You see me there? Yeah. I was at the gym and I was with Johnny Salami, right?
Mm.
And we're there hanging out. And I was telling him that I could do the max on the leg press. I was like, I can max out this machine, no problem. And unfortunately, they only had like 570 pounds at the gym that was on the leg machine. But
Oh,
yeah, so I repped it out, no problem. I did like 7 or 8 reps with no warm up or nothing, and everything was fine. But then the next day, it felt like my whole back was just like crunched down, and it was hard to turn and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, that's what I get for thinking I'm still in high school and that I could just jump
yeah,
right out there. Yeah,
yeah.
it was funny.
And legs are real bad that way too. Like if you haven't done legs in a while and you just go for it, because you got to walk on those damn things like the next day. I think that's really it. But because you can do the same thing when you're like, when you haven't trained something in your upper body, but like, you don't have to walk on that shit. But yeah, it's rough
Yeah.
business when you go too heavy on the legs. But that's the weird balance with working out too. It's like you could hurt yourself, but it also keeps you from hurting yourself. I've got a bad lower back, and a lot of times, keeping it like healthy, I guess, I have to run. I find it really good, but I've learned over the years that I have to like stretch, and I have to start by like doing like a slow jog, I guess, and kind of like work into it until I'm running. Because I've just like gone out before and started running, and my back was like something shifted so bad in my lower back. I couldn't really walk for days, and had a chiropractor try and like straighten me out and stuff like that. And the only thing that's ever worked is, yeah, I'd still be in pain, and then I would just go out and like stretch and start trying to run, um, gradually. And then by the end of the run, a lot of times it just feels so much better. But yeah, it's one of those weird things, man.
Yeah. Go inside for me and see what I'll fix that for you in a minute, honey. Hey, go inside and see what your little sister's doing, okay? Oh, okay. Well, make sure she doesn't fall.
Need to go to the restroom, but I don't want to have to do this outfit all over.
Okay. You'll be fine.
I need to go pee.
Go ahead.
But then this is all going to get messed up, and then I can't do it.
Well, that's what happens when you put outfits like that on.
Dad, I'll come get to the store.
Okay. No worries. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all good. We got Levi Rakowski is in the house. What's up, Levi? Good to see you, man. We got to get you back on here. We need to do another, I don't know, Young Bucks show.
Yeah, I'm down.
How old are you now, Levi? Yeah, let us know, man. Yeah, we've got so many new superstars, man. Just young and like ton of potential. It's crazy. So I watched
Yeah, we
recently.
gotta, we gotta.
What was that?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
you're frozen. Am I frozen?
You must be frozen.
Yeah.
You got it?
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Can
You're
you see
good.
me?
I can see you.
All right.
Here, let me see if I can like, yeah, okay. Well, you can see me, right? I don't know if I have the thing set up right. All right.
Yeah, I can see you just stuck in one pose.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on your end. We seem to be running smooth on this end. Levi says 17 years old. Yep, still a young buck. So the other day I was watching what's his name? Greg Brown's channel, watching his his interview with a lot of the guys from Mexico for the upcoming Mexico event, and Jose Tavares was on it. My upcoming competitor. I turned the captions on the subtitles or whatever, and it was cool getting to know that guy. I guess he's been polling for 5 years, but competing for three, and I've been polling for four, competing for four. Yeah, so we're like around the same experience level, but yeah, he seems like a real nice guy, and but he says he likes to top roll. I'm looking forward to that, man.
Are you gonna beat him?
Oh, I think so. I'm gonna give it my best, but it's just one of those things. That's what makes it so exciting is one, he's their national champion at this weight. And so that's I mean that's huge. I'm the big time underdog in that regard. Um but not going to a different country and like knowing nothing about a person. It's been hard kind of gathering information just like on the few videos I've seen. At least out here, you can see someone beat someone that you have arm wrestled or
Mhm.
people that you kind of know and have developed some kind of history or relationship between all of them. But I have no idea who these people are that he's polling and stuff like that, and beating. Um, and so it's just really hard to gauge, but I love that. I love that. It'll be cool to just like, grip up for the first time and just see what happens. But I do like that he likes his main move is top roll. Maybe we'll have a fun war up top. And maybe we'll both get in a weird looking hook.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I do remember when the Mexican national team came down to the state championship last year, and every single one of them dudes was a bad dude. I mean, they were all trained up and they all were real professional, and they came to win. They made some noise for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Every single one of them.
Yeah, those
And they
guys.
had that guy Jose Maya, I guess, who is also their national champ at 205 or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And he came over and had a war with Resh, and you know, yeah, pretty good.
Huh. Yeah, I need to rewatch that. We got the Drew in the house, says Kane. Anyway, to start this a little later, after Politai show is done. Oh, is there a way that we can start it later? Possibly. We could maybe do that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'd have to chat about that, but there's not a lot of options. The problem is the people that do watch, we've been running it at this time and day for a while. But I'm always open to different ideas. Um, yeah, yeah, if people were willing to come tune in at that time too, sure.
Well, I mean, there's two sides to every coin. I mean, he could always do his show an hour earlier.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
I'm like just saying, like, but there's both ways to wiggle it. But
right,
um, you're right. We've kind of been doing this for what 40 episodes or so,
right,
and
right.
we've had a
Yeah,
couple exceptions for like Gabby because of the time zone in Brazil and the Australian, stuff like that.
yeah.
But
When we have to
for
switch
the
it
most
up for
part,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it is tough because yeah, we're on 42. We even started with, and that's the thing. I know Paul's show has been, I think he's done about the same amount of episodes, maybe just a few more. But we also just kind of ran ours under a different name
He
before
start,
we did these 42. But I didn't
he
even,
started after he started after us though. They
I
just crammed
thought,
a lot of shows.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, he started a few months after us,
Mhm.
but they crammed a lot of shows. Like he would do little pop-up shows for different matches that would happen or whatever. And so there was some times where he was having like two or three shows a week. Um, you know,
Right.
at one point
Yeah, I
before
didn't
they um,
before. Did I freeze up on you? You're still with us, man.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. I didn't notice for a while that he was doing Wednesdays. Till a while after we were kind of running this. But I remember at first it didn't really concern me that much because the format of our shows were so different, which is good. Like, he can cater to one end of our audience, we can maybe cater to another. But I remember there was like a lot of like hot juicy stuff going between like Freddie Sanchez and Tom Stubblebind and like a lot of things like that they were kind of like talking about a lot of that exciting things, and we were more like promoting events, I feel like, and talking training and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's I probably need to watch a few more recent episodes of his show, maybe reach out to him. But I don't know. What I'd like to hear more what you guys think. Matt Silva is in the house. He says Josh is a nerd. Okay. All right. Tara Terry. Tara Terry says, "You're gonna whoop that guy good." This is Robert. Oh, okay. So, Tara's dad, Robert Terry, says, "I'm gonna whoop that guy good." All right. Okay. Yeah, man. I need that. Thank you. Matt says, "Someone coming into your time spot." Wow. Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. For people that don't know, that the hard thing, like to get people engaged is not just picking a time that goes around others, but there's a reason why it gets kind of clogged up from Tuesday to Wednesday, really Tuesday and Wednesday, but Tuesday to Thursday. Um, Most people are just more active, and even in our arm wrestling community on social media, a lot of people just we we get busy from Friday, even Thursday, on into Monday. So that's why everyone's kind of like trying to compete between finding the best spots. And I've been loving that, like Derek Smith, he goes live usually around like 5, comes off around 6, sends some people over to us as well. And I feel like we've got a very similar, demographic as well. But yeah, that's pretty cool right there. So, uh,
Yeah, that was kind of one of the main reasons that you and I chose the time we did, because Derek had had his show established for, quite a while, and we didn't want to step on those toes. And so, giving him ample time to where if he was going over an hour or anything like that, we didn't just jump in at 6, we jumped in at 7. Um,
exactly.
so
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if we were to move it an hour earlier or anything like that, it would most likely interfere with Derek, and that would be, in a perfect world, hoping that Derek did a 59-minute show every single week.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing that wouldn't be, it would definitely open a can of worms to really think about changing this to something drastic. But um, if Paul is consistently going just like an hour, like no more than an hour, um, I'd definitely be willing to. It wouldn't be any skin off my back to try 8 o'clock. Um, a lot of people don't even really like start fully tuning in until 8 o'clock, but it also narrows the viewers down to mostly the West Coast. But that's mostly who we got. But you could see in the chat we've got Levi Rakowski, who I believe is out there on the East Coast, a few hours ahead of time. We've got the man himself in the chat. Derek Smith says, "Guys, you should move it to 6. I never go past 6." Interesting. That's that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, that would be a big block of arm wrestling happening on Wednesday. Would be fun.
Is that what Derek just said?
Yeah, he says go with 6, and we have done that. I mean, that's kind of the time we've gone back and forth with. Usually when we do it now, it's to accommodate the East Coast guests that come on, because it's like 9 o'clock for them at 6. But yeah, I'd be down with that. Derek says, "I struggle to make it to 6 most of the time and call it short 25% of the time." All right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be awesome. Unless that
All
competes
right.
buzz. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Um, yeah. Yeah, I would just go
Well,
back.
let's vote right now. What do you think?
Um, Between you and I think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm down to do it. Yeah, why not? Makes sense.
let's do it. Let's do it. That's fine. We can make one
Yeah.
more person happy. That's good.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about. Okay, so we got Ed Bedrosian is in the house. What's up, Ed? And we got Terry saying your show is so good. Some of us watch it twice. It doesn't matter when you do your show, people can watch it whenever. Oh man, I love that. Thank you. That's really nice. Um, what is it that any of you dig about the show would be interested in that? How we can do more of that for you. But Matt says 7 is a little late for us boomers. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Um,
Well, then Matt's gonna love 6 o'clock.
when you're having your sleepy time tea at 6, you can join us, Matt. We'll have a jolly good time. We got to get you on here, Matt. You seem like a fun person to talk to.
Oh, Matt's awesome.
Is he?
He's so funny. Yeah,
Matt,
he's a cool guy. There's two Matts. Okay, there's two Matt Silvas. One is online, and he trolls people and has fun with the comments and messages. And then the other one, who you meet in person, is just like super funny, chill, cool, humble, great dude. Both of them
yeah.
are great dudes, but I'm just saying, like, he has like a uh, side of him that likes to poke and like stir up stuff, which I think is really cool. And then when you meet him, he's just like the most chill, quiet dude. You're like, I can't believe that's you that does all those messages. But yeah, that's Matt.
So basically, he suffers with multiple personality disorder, and we love it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Deb says Matt is the
And
man.
and he's Derek Smith's biggest fan.
And OMDA says Kane, hey, what's up? What's up? So I'm gonna send this link out to a couple people right now and just see what happens. Um, can you take the wheel here and what else we got going on, man?
I mean, what we have the PAL tournament this weekend,
Hmm.
coming up in Vegas, which is a big deal. That's at the Binions Casino, which is an awesome venue right there in Old Town, Vegas, near Fremont. Awesome area, lots of fun stuff to do. And obviously, it's going to be a big, awesome day of arm wrestling. We have our very own Mega Mike uh, Colbert going down there and having a super match with Jeremy the Tank Perchuncio. And if everybody's been watching, Jeremy has came back recently, um, off of some time off, and he's been on a tear. Just really going out there and leveling up each time he takes a match, each time he competes, and so this should be super exciting to watch. What do you think about that, Kane?
Mike and Tank?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's tough because, I love both those dudes. I didn't really get to know Tank until more recently, but his determination coming back into the sport and everything that he's gone through is truly inspiring. So it's hard not to root for the guy. Um, but Mike's my boy, dude. Like anything he does in arm wrestling, like I'm behind the guy. Just really excited to follow his journey. Um, but yeah, in fact, dude, like I'm stoked. Just this year, there's 3 events that I'm pulling where he's got a feature match, and I'm looking forward to everyone. He's got one in Mexico. Oh, not
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah. So you, so what does he have after May?
After May, yeah, it's not a super match, but he's one of the competitors in, I believe, the 220 Tennessee Invitational. The
Oh,
big
right. Okay.
throwing. He's an add-in. Dude, that thing is getting nuts. It's getting to be a bit much. Yeah, in my class, the 176 or 175 or whatever it is, now Giannis is in on it. Um, it is just so many killers.
Yeah.
Who who else came
Sam
in?
Harris is in there, right?
Yeah, Ole Masai is in. And sorry, Ole,
In the 176?
no, he's gonna be I'm not sure which one. It must be the 200 class or 205 or something. But so
Okay.
is Mika's gonna be in that too.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's
Sad we
perfect.
don't get to see David in there. I'd really love to see David in there. David Edgian.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got
Yeah, that's awesome.
the King of California is joining us. What's up?
Yo, what's up? I can only stay for like 15 minutes. I gotta go to the gym, but
Yeah,
got
man.
I got you. 15 minutes.
No problem. I was watching
All
you do
right.
your YouTube thing earlier, and we decided to pull you back in.
Yeah, I can't not support my boy here. Up in the show. If one person just sees that I'm in here and makes them watch this video, I'm all in. I'm all in. Just one. My name can bring one in.
So Devin Knox is asking Josh, who should I pull at North versus South? Who is Devin Knox? Should I know Devin?
I mean he's a newer guy. He's
Okay.
maybe been pulling like a little less than a year. Um he's like 6'5", 165, something like that. So he's like real big for that lightweight class.
Gotcha. So let's talk a little bit North versus South. Well, I don't know if we need to talk more like, like off the show or what, but like are things filling up pretty quick, Josh?
Yeah, I mean there's a bunch of matches that like have already been um talked about and stuff like that, but um I still want to get together with like all of the team captains and everything, and them kind of put uh their dream team together, if you will, and like pair them up as such, like that way. Obviously we'll have some like the call outs and stuff like that to fill them up, but um maybe like the top 5 matches, each team captain can kind of pick a guy for a guy or something like that,
I like
or at least so everybody feels like it's pretty equal, you know.
it. Yep.
I'm gonna talk to Bridget, by the way, Josh. I know we haven't been talking. I just got kind of busy with the whole King of the Table thing. I got a little predisposed, but we definitely still want to be involved in it. I'm gonna talk to her, just get back and getting focused on everything again right now. I'm not what was the date? I can't remember. What was the date that you guys settled on?
June 15th.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I plan to be involved and help move forward. So just sorry I've been talking to you a lot about it. I just been a little busy lately.
It's all good, man. Totally understandable. We got Kane, working hard to help with everything. Everybody's trying to put their heads together, so it should be pretty cool. It should be. And you guys, you and Bridget are awesome, man, for reaching out and being willing to help too. That's huge. You guys are the South, so you know.
Oh, the South is many people, man. People that care about it just as much, if not more, man. Just gotta get their names
What
out
about
there.
you, Kane? Is it you and who you have?
So
You
confirmed,
have somebody for a match?
my rights confirmed with Chewy and Espindola, I believe is his last name, right?
Damn.
Chewy. Okay. And then the guy Adam Eddy hit me up about a match, and I told him, my left is available, but I don't
Oh, did
really.
we lose Josh? Oh, there he is.
There he is. So yeah, Adam Eddy, he wanted a match with me left, I guess. I don't know a whole lot about him. So, yeah, I'd like to know more about him. I'd like to see some footage of the guy pull or what we're looking at here. Have you pulled with Adam before, Josh?
Adam Adam Eddy?
Hmm.
No, no. I know who he is. But no, I've never pulled with him. Yeah, I haven't.
Okay. Well, if he wants the match, I'm down.
Give me one.
Let's set it up. Devin
Give me one
Knox
second.
said
I'm sorry.
Devin Knox says, Dream team. Matches in arm wrestling is such a cool idea. Each team puts forth their best guy at each weight class, best out of 5 or 7 weight classes. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, I think that's kind of the gist of what Josh is trying to do. Yeah, yeah. Matt Silva says, Adam Eddy. Yep, yep. And calls him Ace. Ace is a nice guy. Tara says, I'd like to see Mitchell Stone and Christian Zepeda. That'd be a good match. Hmm. Yeah, man. That could be cool. That could be cool. And Mitchell, is he mostly hooking these days? I think last time I gripped up with him, I feel like I remember him mostly liking to get in the hook. So that could be an interesting match. Christian's press is nuts, especially on the left. So we've only got you a few minutes, Derek. What's going on in your life, man?
Uh, Back to training. Healing up my weird pec minor here. I don't know what happened to it. There's something wrong with it. And trying to figure out the next steps in the career and matches and things, and trying to figure out I don't know, just back to the normal grind, back to the thinking about the team, back thinking about what I'm trying to do, trying to get back and making money so I can pay my rent. I don't know. Just back to the normal swing of things, I guess. Just try to move forward in everything, if I can. But yeah, the gym thing just started, so I'm like super sore. But I got to go through these phases of like getting used to lifting weights again, because I took like a month off before my match, and then it's been like 3 weeks since my match. So getting back to it, but it's a process, you know.
Right.
So I can start making some videos for the team. I start putting out some lifting videos. But
Yeah.
at practice, Emil was back there and Big Tobias. They both live near me. They said they want to start lifting, so excited about that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
That'll be
Yeah,
real
we
good.
haven't seen Emil in a while, Josh, and he came in practice and he felt real strong. But like when you take some time, you heal up 100%. He showed up like he hasn't pulled in months, or whatever. Like he felt like a tank. Emil was feeling great.
that's what's up. Yeah, I've
Yes,
been wondering what was up with him, man.
yeah, he has to chase Casey. Man, I must stay on his ass about that too. He has to go. He has to get Casey. I know that's like his rival, someone he wants to beat, his rival that he wants to try to beat. So
Yeah. 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 I feel like he just needs a ton of tournament experience. He just needs to keep pulling as much as
mm,
possible. He's so strong and has a lot of potential. And I feel like maybe Casey has been pulling a little bit more
yeah,
than
Casey's been super active. Yeah.
in their short careers. What's up, Benjimac in the house? Um, yeah, man. How do you recover your pec minor?
Well, I
Is that
mean, just
a lot?
targeting it and just high, way higher, like more reps and sets and like lower weight and stuff. Just getting blood, promoting blood flow. Not trying to damage it too much where it could potentially tear or something like that, but just stay at it, kind of consistent, heal and protein, all the things, heal up, back at it, back at it, back at it. But yeah, I'm not trying to go like any crazy amount of weight. Like I don't think I did like chest and I didn't bench over like 225 and there's a lot of pec deck and flies and cable crossovers and all types of things, just isolating my chest. But I can feel it like specifically on my right is way sore than my left, and I did everything equal. So that means this thing is still fired up. But I don't normally feel it at practice. Normally you feel it in a deep hook or something where I'm really like wrist to wrist to somebody trying to slide my elbow. But I'll like right when it happened, I would feel it like right when I start gripping up with somebody. Now I got to pull like 3-4 guys and a deep hook, and then like then I'll finally start feeling it tingle. Like once my pronation starts kind of getting weak, and I need my arm a little bit more than my hand, then I'll kind of start feeling it. So it's getting better. It's not healed yet, but it's progressing slowly. I'm just happy I didn't like completely tear it. I don't know what I did to it though, but it's definitely damaged. So I got to figure this out.
And it's been hurt since King of the Table?
No. It was like a month before that. What's it called? Um the big practice, the Anaheim practice before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like a month before that. So it was when Scott Whitney used 2 hands on me and something popped and cracked in my chest. So I don't know. It happens. That's why I don't like these people using 2 hands. Like I don't mind our teammates using 2 hands, but I don't like if people just want to. I don't need someone to stonewall me. I can go grab a wall, an arm wrestle wall. I don't need that. It doesn't make me better. I don't. People think like this whole no pain, no gain, like rip him open. Like that's not. No. That the amount of damage is not beneficial. Like perfect. And I was telling him no, Scott, no, and he just wouldn't let go. He's like, come on. I was like, there's 70 people here. I was like, I don't need you to use 2 hands. He's like, come on. So finally, my stupid ass, rather than just getting off the table, was like, start gassing up. He let me go a little bit, and then just stonewalls me right there with 2 hands. And then I should have just let go, but I revved up and going back and sideways, and then I heard crack and pop, and I was like, oh, and I stopped. I didn't know what it was. It took like a day, and then I started feeling my chest and everything all super sore up here, and I was like, this is why I don't do that shit, man. Like, it has to be specific, like intentional training, not just brick walls. It doesn't help. It's dumb. So I set myself back, and that injury didn't affect me during my match, but me trying to heal it and me staying out of the gym for a month before my match, trying to heal my chest, definitely affected. Like going in there not feeling strong because I haven't lifted heavy weights in a month, kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Can't go back in time. So
yeah, we're always trying to work around freaking something. Ed
we're never
Bedrosian,
100%.
Ed Bedrosian says, my pec is hurt too. I tried a weird max lift out of the blue dumb. What does that mean? Is that gym talk that I'm not fine tuned with? I tried a weird max lift out of the blue dumb.
Out of nowhere. He tried a weird max lift out of nowhere. That was dumb.
Okay.
Out of the blue.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh,
you never heard that term, out of the blue?
I didn't see the period. I was like phrasing it weird. Out of the blue dumb.
Come on, Kane.
I don't know. I must be tired. So I was up like a good portion of the night doing last minute studying for my general contractors test, and then got up way too early to study more. And I drive like a county away to go do this today, and I show up and they're like, you're not on the roster today. I'm like, yeah, it's scheduled today. And I looked it up and I was like, yeah, it says right here March 12th. And she's like, it's March 13th. And I missed my test, and they're actually counting it as a fail. Now I have to get approval to go take the whole damn thing again. So yeah, it was frustrating.
It looks like Matt Silva's in the house.
There's
so
Daddy.
there's so much to unpack in this photo that just popped up on this. Can't do it.
Take your time, Derek.
Why do you have a sweater on right now? I don't understand.
My skin.
There's so much hair. It's just uncontrolled hair just all over the place. I can't.
Too many steroids,
All the steroids.
Shit's expensive, man. You gotta embrace the hair. Can't afford waxing too.
Hey, you have a good beard on you there, though, man. Yeah, I can't. You and Josh have solid beards. You NorCal guys, you just have solid beards going on, man. That's solid facial.
Did you know we're related?
You and Josh?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Or are you joking?
Yeah.
Definitely joking.
Like by blood or by like marriage?
Yeah, we've been married for years.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why there's all the tension, I didn't see your link. Actually, I waited 15 minutes to big time you, so I gotta keep up with Derek,
Big time. I have to go to the gym. What do you want? My gym closes at 10.
Hey,
I want to be
if
there by
my
8.
presence will bring people into the video, I'm
I said,
happy to. I'm
I
happy to
said, I
help
hope
out.
I can bring one person. How's that big timing? What?
You
Oh my
fucking
God.
nerd.
Jesus
We're
Christ.
arm wrestlers, bro. Nobody knows who we are.
I got recognized in Dubai at the airport. In Dubai.
Yeah, well, Dubai, they have a lot of arm wrestling stuff over there, man. But good for you.
Do
I
you
thought it was
say
security. I thought he was going to kick me out of the airport. You recognize? He's like, Derek Smith, I follow all your stuff. I was like, what? Thanks, man.
do you
Appreciate it.
That's
think it
cool.
is a bigger thing out there, Derek? Like,
In Dubai?
yeah,
Not,
like people
not that I
watch
know.
it.
I only know like one arm wrestling team in Dubai, the one that would practice with Larry. I haven't heard anything besides that.
Anywhere but the U.S., arm wrestling is way bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
We
We're just a
control
bunch of
social
dorks over
media.
here.
You have pop culture and social media on our side. United States runs that.
The only time people recognize me, I'll go to a tournament and they're like, "Yeah, I see all your videos online. You're really weird."
I
And I'm like, "Thank you."
saw your match with Caleb recently.
Yeah, that
Um,
was fun.
yeah, man, looking pretty good.
Yeah,
I
well, I
I
love
didn't see the
Caleb.
right-handed match. How did the right-handed match go? I think I saw you post left.
No, he totally dominated. My right's injured, but I still wanted to take the match with him. I love Caleb. He's a good kid.
Yeah, yeah. He's out there, doing it, man. He's been really active.
He's
Uh,
the real deal.
when are we gonna see you coming out to a tournament?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I went to the one in Ripon. You talking about SoCal?
Oh, you went to the Ripon one recently?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
how'd you do with that?
My first match was Ryan Ballesteros, and my second match was Ryan Ballesteros.
So you
Oh,
beat
that's
Ryan twice. You knocked him out of the tournament. What happened after that?
Yeah. No, I did pretty good against him. I stonewalled him. I talked a lot of shit to him. Tried to make him laugh. But yeah, he ended up getting me. That guy, that's just one of those guys that just don't give up. There's no
Yeah.
restart. There's none of that with him. It's just he's, you have to have more heart. And I don't know if there's many people have more heart than him, but no, I did good. It was fun.
I think
Yeah,
I pulled
What
Ryan
was
in
that,
practice
Derek?
once. I don't think I've ever competed against Ryan. I don't know if we were pulling like a tournament. I think we might have practiced once or twice. I can't remember.
Yeah, when he competes, I mean, he definitely he's all in 100%. Yeah, that guy's got some serious tenacity. But
Great.
Definitely fun to watch.
Anybody that wears a mouthpiece, is gonna be worried.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a tournament coming up in April 20th in Santa Clara at the Fitness Expo. Jody Smith is hosting that, so I'll be there. And then
Right now,
everything in
garage, huh?
June.
All right, look at you
Hey,
spreading
don't
your
fuck
wings.
it up, Derek. Don't fuck it up. I'll be right back in that garage, man.
Just say, I like to see it.
It's like a cat. When a cat comes in the living room, you can't acknowledge it. It's gonna fucking leave, man. That's me. You just have to ignore me.
I'm telling you, there's no higher high than getting your ass beat by Matt Mask in front of like 40,000 people watching this. There's no higher high than I'm telling you, it's something you got to experience.
Well, I get my ass beat all the time, so I'm very familiar with that. Very good
Hey.
at losing.
You know how people always say, like, I'd pay to watch you kick his ass? Well, I actually paid to watch you get your ass beat, Derek.
Damn, that's pretty
Too soon.
cool. That's pretty
Too soon,
cool, Josh. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's not. It's really not. Like, I felt like a part of me died that day. It was terrible. He's our hometown guy.
I know.
All right, get off his nuts.
Just so you know, I shoulder that.
There's only room for you there, Matt. There's only
He's
room for
6'8". He's a giant. He doesn't need anything else. Okay.
Just know that I shoulder that response. Like it's not like I don't understand there's that pressure. I do. Like when I lose, I start thinking about all the people watching me and how much I let my team down in my state. I think about that. It's not unheard. Just to let you know that. I think about that.
Yeah, we think about that too. We think.
So you're thinking about me up there, Derek.
Who can?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
hate it. Hate losing. Oh, so
you
tired.
said you worked out in 3 weeks?
Huh?
You haven't worked out in 3 weeks? Is that what you said?
Well, probably longer than that if you count the big break before my match.
No, since your match.
No, just
Then you got
like just a couple days ago. Yeah.
why did you get tore up from that pretty bad?
No,
Or
I've been trying to heal my chest. I've been arm wrestling on at practices, but in the gym, no. I've been trying to heal my chest up as much as I can. But I'm just screw it. It's time to get back at it. So
you don't do any like conditioning stuff or anything like that? You just I mean, I get it when you're training like every day, 2 or 3 times a day, like it's good to take a break sometimes.
Oh, I never do every 2 or 3 times a day. Even when I'm training full time, it's like 5 days a week in the gym for 2 hours each time, and then a day off in practice. But even practice is every other week where I'm actually pulling. So,
But you're doing medium to heavy lifting though, right?
if I'm full into the swing of things, it's heavy. It's sets of 6,
Yeah.
like right before failure. It's pretty shit your pants heavy.
Yeah, I wouldn't lift heavy like, that many times a day. If I'm lifting heavy, like traditionally 3 sets of 3 or whatever, I can only do like once a week. I mean, like my recovery is so brutal, like once a week, or if I spread it out, if I kind of do the Devin thing and just do like a heavy single, like a 3 sets of 3, like a 3 rep max amount of weight, like maybe twice a day, that'll work. But yeah, if I'm lifting heavy, like I can't do it every other day. Like my recovery is just horrendous. I know I'm old. More steroids I need.
How old are you?
39. I'll be 40 this year.
You're older than me? Oh,
Fucking A,
shit.
young man.
Oh,
Fucking A.
Wait. Hold on. Josh, how old are you?
Don't. He's old too.
Wait, Josh, how old are you? Wait, okay, I have no idea. I really have no idea. I would guess like my age. I would guess like 38.
No.
I'm older than you, Derek. I'm older than you.
Yeah,
Really?
he's an old
Wait,
man, dude.
Kane, are you older than me? I forget.
Oh yeah.
Kane's older
I'm the
than all of us.
I'm the
Kane's
youngest in
fucking-
here. I'm the youngest guy in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you're a little
You
schoolboy.
are.
All right.
Welcome to Arm Wrestling Showcase number 42 Youth Edition. We are with the youth of arm wrestling, the up and comer, the future of our sport, Derek Smith.
A young up and comer in the show. That's right. That's right.
Kane,
And then
don't
Yeah.
pass it up. How old are you, Kane? Tell him how old you are. You're chasing John Brzezinski.
Wait,
Tell
John's
him how
like
old
what?
you are.
58,
That's okay. It's
59?
in the same sentence as John Brzezinski, but 43.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's
Yeah.
like 50, 58, 59 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's close enough. It's close enough. Kane's almost there.
Well, because I know
He's the youngest looking old dude that I know.
What about Eric Linville, dude?
How old
I
is
mean,
he?
he looks pretty young too.
He looks like he's in his
like
20s.
45.
No, he's like 46 or so.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's like, how tall is he? 6'6"?
6'6", yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a big dude.
He's almost as tall as a Derek, and he looks like he's 16 when he shaves. I thought he was in his 20s, and he's like, no, man, I'm like 46. I was like, bro.
Because I know there's 10 years from me to Devin, and then 10 years from Devin to John, and then I think Alan Fisher was 10 years after that. I think, if I remember correctly. It's like a 10 years.
Alan's almost 70, right? He's like
Yeah.
69 or right around there, yeah.
Mhm. It's all 10-year gaps, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
There's also who's that other big boy? I think he's even older. He's in his 70s. Man, he was real active. Like 10 years. Lipke's, Richard Lipke's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's a monster, dude. And he's
Dude,
still arm wrestling. He doesn't compete though, I don't think.
the craziest one was Lynn Brower. I don't know I haven't heard anything about Lynn in a long time, but it got to the point where he was arm wrestling at tournaments, can't really hear, can't see, and his nephews would grab his arms and walk him up onto the stage and set his hands on the table, and he would just still smoke fluid. Like they'd have to be yelling, ready to go. He can't see anything, and he would still beat people. It was wild. It was
Well, there's King George. He's still pulling, right?
Yeah, George is in his 70s, I think.
And he's old.
Crazy George?
Yeah, Izakowicz.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, how about Joe Espinoza from up north? He's the ultra grandmaster world champion 3 years in a row. He's 87 42 or something, but he looks like he's like in his 50s.
Damn.
And you guys in NorCal, you guys have a like a what is he like 15-time world champion up there? He wrote a book about it. It's on Amazon. Victor Torres, I think is his name. 15.
Victor Torres.
Yeah, Amazon it right now. Amazon Arm Wrestling World Champion book, and Victor Torres, I believe is his name, wrote it. And it's like how to become a
I
champion.
believe you.
It's called something like that. He won the
Is that your
Buena
secret
Park-
weapon?
He won the Buena Park
oh,
Amateur World Championship like 15 years in a row. And he wrote a book about how he's a multiple world champion. And
yeah, I think I've seen the book. Yeah, I don't know who the guy is though.
Armed for
Does he
battle.
feel like?
yeah, it might be
still
Armed for Battle. I think that's
active?
it. And how many times the world champion does he say on the book? It says on the title, I think, or in the back.
Here, let's just look. Let's see.
The Buena Park Amateur World Championships.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, 20, my bad. 26-time world champion. My bad. Buena Park Amateur World Championships. He won it 26 times.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yep, and he wrote a book.
Where was this at? Where did he win all these championships?
Buena Park down here in Southern California. They have the Amateur World Championships, and he won that 26 times. They let him compete 26 times. Or maybe that was right and left. Maybe he did it like less than that.
So he won the amateur class 26 times.
Yeah, probably maybe 13
What a
times like right and
stud.
left. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, and then eventually, I think when they started actually having rules where they wouldn't let people compete if they won it, then he stopped showing it. But he wrote a
I
book
was like,
about it.
Casey's in the amateurs for like a year, and he's just fucking mopping everybody. Like, get the hell out of there, dude.
I would totally read a book on arm wrestling. Didn't somebody else pretty popular
I
write one?
wouldn't.
Was it Artem? Somebody else wrote a book.
Readings for nerds, Kane.
No, there's a good book from James Rides. But what's the name of it? It's a great arm wrestling book. It's like actually a great arm wrestling book, but it's about training. It's all about
Derek,
Are there pictures in it?
Yeah, there are pictures.
Okay, maybe I'll look at it.
maybe you know, or maybe one of you guys know. I don't know, but a few years ago, I saw like a diary type thing that John Brzezinski had wrote, and it was like on a video.
Fucking nerd.
Listen, but I can't find it anywhere anymore. Does anybody know what it is or what it's called?
I don't.
Your diary. By
Where
John
he talks-
Brzezinski.
He talks about like guys with different length arms, and like he like breaks down arm wrestling like all the way to a T, every situation. It's the Johnny Walker days, because that's what he talks about a lot in the little book or pamphlet or whatever it is. But it's like a few page thing, and they did like a whole documentary on it. Yeah, it's a diary. It's a fucking diary. But you guys know? Nobody knows what it is?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, I've got the
It's on my to read list.
Yeah, I've got the one Derek suggested, or was telling us about in my cart, but I'm just gonna like Google arm wrestling books and see what I can find.
But yeah, the one from James, I highly recommend. It's more catered towards newer guys, but there's definitely a ton of quality information there because James has been like a legend in the sport. He's been arm wrestling forever.
Did you say James Reed?
No, Rides, Retirides.
Hey, we can't say that word anymore, man. It's not PC.
Wow, dude. Wow, Matt. Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey,
I'm
Tara
actually
in the chat
personally
is
offended.
Tara in the chat's super right. She's saying my 15 minutes are up. I gotta go to the gym. It's true. You guys, it's already 8:00. The gym closes in 2 hours. I have to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Robert
Yeah,
just
thanks for popping
your
in.
life.
Go get it.
All right, guys. Wait, how much longer are you guys going for? No, you'll be off by the time I get back, right? I think sometimes you go for like 6 hours, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think that'll be tonight. We'll probably end it pretty soon here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you're on for some reason, though.
But you never know. I say that, and then like 10 people come in and something, or whatever. I don't know.
If Derek's leaving, I'm gonna leave. I don't want to troll. I only want to troll Derek. So
we'll troll away, Matt. I'm just happy to see you outside the garage, man. Good job, Matt. Stay at it.
And John
Put this
Brzezinski's
marriage to bed here.
diary.
Josh, you're the man. Kane, you're the man. Matt,
Fucking nerd.
you're getting there.
I love
Talk to you
Sean.
guys
He's my
later.
favorite.
All right, guys.
Bye.
That's funny. Hey, that's cool that we got them two to come on together.
Well, we're still live. I mean, I've been waiting for them to both be on at the same time. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, right when I seen it come on and say "Daddy," I was like, "Oh, I already knew it was Matt." I was like,
Yep.
"This is hilarious."
Yep.
Because they had their run-in at North versus South at the first one because Matt was like trolling Derek so hard. Like every post that Derek made, Matt was saying something about. And then next thing you know, and we got it on video. Next thing you know, like Derek's out there and like he tells like Matt, he's like, "Come here, I'm your daddy." And he was arm wrestling him. It was funny. But then yeah. Matt snuck a press on him and he was like, "That's it, I'm done. I beat Derek, it's over."
Ah!
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Let me catch up with the chat here a little bit. I know Paul Stevens said when we were talking about older guys in arm wrestling, he's about to be 54. And anybody that
Young stud.
yeah, man, you got a lot of time. While we were talking about all these older arm wrestlers, I was kind of thinking about like what this next crop is gonna look like, of the Masters edition and the older arms. I feel like we have some, we just don't have a whole lot, rarely enough to fill up, a good bracket for the Masters class. But right now we've got a lot of arm wrestlers in that kind of like 35 to 50 range. So yeah, in 10 years, it's just going to be a bunch of us going up there with our canes and our walkers and, filling up like a 15, 20 man bracket at regular tournaments.
Heck yeah, I'm all for it.
We will, man. Let's see what else we got here. Terry, my dad says Matt Silva is one of the kindest men he knows. Yes, he seems like a nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's trolled on me before on social media, and it's just hard not to like the guy when he even does that. Um, let's see, Devin Knox says my Elder Scrolls for Oblivion playthrough is on pause to watch you guys. I don't even know what that means. I kind of get it, but yeah, is that
It's
oh,
it's his
a
games
game.
that he's playing.
It's a game. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, I
Why don't
like.
you, Devin? Why don't you come and join us?
Yeah, man. Yeah, hop on. Should I send you the link? Um, yeah, I can see if I can
Send
find.
a link to everybody that's in the chat.
Yeah.
Can
I
can can you put a link in the chat? That's the question.
Can I put a link in the chat? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I could. Why not?
Yeah, and just tell everybody, whoever wants to hop on. Let's see what we get. We're fishing.
See, this is how one of the 1 hour shows turns into a 6 hour show, like we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right.
No,
Maybe we should hold off.
No, I'm good with it. It's actually been a day, and I like talking about arm wrestling. Let me see. Yeah, there's quite a few people in the chat, which I'm happy about. We just kind of like winged it tonight, Let's see. Sent.
It's cool that people still stick around and deal with us. I'm just saying, we're just some regular schmoes. And,
All right, here comes the link, y'all. Right here. All right. Let's see if that works. Oh, is it not going to let me? Maybe I have to edit some of it out. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like too many letters.
Dang.
Okay, here we go. All right, hop on, anybody that wants to hop on. Yeah, I'm excited about PAL this weekend. Malia's gonna come, Odette's gonna come. We're just gonna have a nice weekend in Vegas. I think I'm gonna pull two classes, the 172 and the whatever's above that one. And I have no idea. I really have no idea who's showing up in those classes. What about you, Josh? What are you going to be pulling in for PAL?
What? The what?
What weight do you think you're going to be pulling in for PAL?
Well, I weigh 191 right now.
You're getting
So
down. You're getting down there, bro. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I've been consistently doing the same thing I've been doing because it's been working steadily. I'm not really looking for like huge or any number of weight loss. I'm just looking for like consistently getting healthier.
Okay.
So I think it's just shedding because like I feel like a lot of the weight that I had was like bloat and stuff like that from just eating terrible.
Right.
So I don't know,
What's up, Lorenzo?
but yeah,
Hey guys.
I'll be pulling anywhere in that weight. I think Caleb's going to be there too. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Okay.
What's up, Lorenzo?
What's up, baby?
Oh shit, I lost you guys.
I didn't see you Sunday, Lorenzo. How's everything going with you?
Oh, I'm good, dude. Last the weekend before I had to do I was at a baby shower, but didn't even end up going to that because I get plagued with migraines and stuff. Um, and then this past Sunday I had to work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, man. How you feeling these days? Everything healthy? Feeling good, strong?
Oh yeah, everything's all healed up. Um, man, sucks with getting old, bro. Like you guys talking about age and stuff. Like you know, 5 years ago it didn't take this long to recover from anything, but I've
Yeah.
I've realized in my later competition years I just need to take a week sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes we push pretty hard. And you've been doing a lot of gym
But it
stuff.
gets in your head too though, 'cause it gets in your head too because you're like, I want to keep active and you don't want to lose what you got.
Right. Right. 100%. Yeah, that and really right there, that's the hardest deciding factor I feel like sometimes is whether or not you're going to keep on with maintenance, and just like blood flow type stuff. Um, for me, more often than not, if something hurts, if I like completely rest and take like a month off or something like that, it usually doesn't do me much of a service. But yeah, I feel so much better as long as like something's happening, but you know, I haven't been in this
Yeah, but
game
you know how it is. If you're a guy, you really can't not do things. Like
harder.
you're always doing things. It's just like
Right.
you always have to manually move stuff or open a jar, shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
How are you guys doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited about PAL this weekend. And yeah, I didn't go too hard, I feel like on Sunday. Um but
Just working on things like ready goes and your
yeah,
cadences and just getting your mindset right. Good.
yeah, I'd say so. For the most part, for sure. And Yeah, I don't really know who's going, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. When we did, I think you were there last year, Lorenzo, Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you and Leo came. Yeah, for that one, I believe it was that night after the tournament. We were looking up swing dancing or like ballroom dancing or something around Vegas, and Malia found a spot that was like this Filipino community. They were all at this
Oh,
like
sweet.
dance studio, and they had it all decked out. Um, oh, I think it was around the holidays too, maybe, but. Yeah, it was all decked out, so we're gonna go try and see our Filipino people again, probably. Do
That's
some,
what's up.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they'll remember you too, man. You know?
Yeah, the guy that was like dancing like this because he couldn't straighten his arms. But
Man, but dude, seriously, if you're a nerd like me, like a tournament in Vegas, that's like the ultimate over the top goal, you know what I'm
isn't it?
saying? And then to fucking win, I ended up I was lucky enough to get third place in there. That was amazing.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, and you had impressive wins at UAL too. Are you gonna go to PAL this weekend or?
I don't think so. No, I got, you know, my dad's not still doing too good right now, and so I'm just been taking care of him a lot lately. But no, I'm not really trying to travel too far
Sure,
as of late.
of course. Yeah,
Like
man.
if I can go and be back the same day, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm not really trying to go anywhere too far at the moment.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Family's always got to come first. Josh, if you throw your arm in the ring, it looks like it's gonna be you could cut to 190 or just do the 210s. Um, I can't see you, Josh, and you're muted, but I think you might have stepped out. But yeah, so I will probably, yeah, I guess do the 172 and the 190. Um, I don't know how you feel about,
That's a very specific weight, 172.
isn't it? Yeah, yeah. I
Why
and
not 173?
I right
Why not 174?
from 55. Um, and I wonder, like, would that be translating something from kilos? That sounds more reasonable. But yeah, the 172 I like. I'm liking this because right now that's right where I'm sitting comfortable without having to really cut, And but it's
Nice.
also a weird place for our weight classes that we have in the states or in the California states, 165, and then you jump up to 185. I either got to cut to do the 165 or sit at the bottom of the 185s.
Yeah,
But
I started getting lazy, man. I just stay at 195 now, so that way I can make 195, 198, or 205.
Okay. All
You
right.
know, that's my wheelhouse. That's me eating good and eating healthy and stuff, but I have to really, really try now if I'm gonna do a water cut. But I don't know. It just hasn't seemed interesting to me to get down to the 185s for any reason. Those guys are faster. They're still as strong. You know, I feel like as you go up in weight, the speed slows down significantly. So, oh man, if you ever get a chance, you'll have a great time in the 220s.
Oh yeah.
Low and slow.
Okay. All right. Maybe I should just do the 172s and the 220s.
Yeah. Can
Just see
you
what
imagine you
happens.
get ranked? Like I still have rankings on Corey's thing from when I did tournaments at in Arizona in the 235 class or something like that. I just had extra money. I jumped into it.
Yeah.
I did all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been at least a couple that I've done better in the higher weight classes than my own weight class.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm sure it depends on the tournament too, but yeah,
Well, you're
which
lightning fast, dude.
oh, thanks. Thanks.
It hurts.
Yeah, the other guys in my class, they're freaking fast too. Um, but it really wasn't till more recently that I started trying to mess with a hit
Hmm.
again much. I remember I
Like
started
focusing
that
on it.
way and then kind of got away with it or got away from it because of elbow fouls.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and was, trying new things. And now that I'm kind of bouncing back to it, I mean, I feel like it's still a struggle to not elbow foul, especially with you longer arm folks. But I feel like this last year of like competing and training differently has helped with that like a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a lot more, back and posting and like really trying to lock the elbow in. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
something.
my belief system is if you focus on something for long enough, it has to get better, right?
Hmm.
Even with the arm wrestling. So if you're focusing on it, eventually it will start to chip away at getting better, and then you'll start seeing results from it. And then I like it when we go to practice and stuff because we communicate pretty good. Like, dude, that's working. Whatever you're doing is working, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm really enjoying our practices. We just keep getting so many strong new people every week, it seems like. This was a good one. I'm sure you guys are going to have a good practice this
Oh man.
Sunday. Yeah.
I,
Uh,
I'm licking my chops, man.
yeah,
I've
because
been
he missed a
fiending.
week.
I need to hold hands with some of you guys, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's weird as all hell. I was trying to explain that we've got these friends up here that don't arm wrestle, and yeah, they were really picking my brain. Just I had my sweatshirt on, and they wanted to know about it. And man, they got all into it. We ended up having an over the top little viewing party. I want to
The
say like Wednesday night or something. We went out to Stockade in Crestline. Had probably the best steak I've ever had in my life. It was like that good. It was so good. But
Nice.
we ended up arm wrestling. Yeah, what two girls, they arm wrestled with each other, and then me and this real lanky guy arm wrestled a bit, and yeah, they got the bug real quick. And so first thing when we got back to my friend's house, they were like, "We got to put on over the top. We got to put it on." It never seen it before. And what's funny is I haven't seen that movie like in from start to finish since I think since I was pretty young. Ever since then that I've watched it, it's usually just like the competition footage and
Yeah,
stuff like
just the
that, like
end,
on
the Vegas part.
YouTube. Yeah, the Vegas part. So when we watched the whole thing back through, I was like, man, this is like so 80s and so corny. We kept laughing our asses off. And like my buddy, he kept like narrating for Sylvester Stallone. Like,
Like the saying, you should never meet your heroes, or you know,
yeah.
like I watched a documentary of just Sylvester Stallone talking about all his past films and stuff. I specifically waited till he talked about Over the Top. So he gets to Over the Top, he was like, "Well, that was it was a great idea, and then we did it, and then when we were filming it, we realized real quick that the matches are over like that." So
Yeah,
it's like then we had to think of how do we extend the matches and create anticipation and excitement with it. But knowing that and seeing the trouble when they saw it on film, I think they did a great job because I don't think any other movies lasted the test of time like that, you know?
absolutely. Yeah, the slow-mo helps a lot. But
And
yeah,
it had to be in the 80s in that cheeky, that time where it was a little corny but still badass, but
yeah,
that's what guys are.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, my friend that was watching it for the first time was like really nerding out, Googling like the history on the movie and stuff, and found out that the director, I guess, that did it, he did a lot of movies right there in that kind of like B action kind of realm. I think he did a lot of the American Ninjas.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, but it was good. I mean, man, when I was a kid, I loved that shit. That was so cool. And it does tell you that they like, I don't know, they did it right. They depicted, yes, a boring, fast sport like really, really well because to me it was a cult classic. Like even that friend of mine, he was never into arm wrestling and he had never seen Over the Top, but he knew what movie, like he brought it up first and he's
yeah.
like, the way you brought it up was, so let me guess, Over the Top's like you guys' Bible, right? Like that's like yeah.
Well, it's kind of more of our Fast and Furious. You
There
know,
you go. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
entertaining. It represents a little bit, and then it took on the mind of its no.
Right. Right. I was tuning into uh what is it, Greg Brown, who's doing the World Series of Arm Wrestling? Is that his
Yeah, yeah. Or
right?
Greg,
Why did
Greg
I
Sharp.
Sharp. Yeah, I don't know why I just yeah. But yeah, I was watching him talk about things with his event that he runs and stuff, and he was saying how he actually wanted to kind of get away from that over the top kind of I don't know if he called it like a stigma or some, a psychology that has been kind of maybe for non-arm wrestlers, the way we kind of like think of arm wrestling. I guess he's wanting to depict the part of our community and sport that has a lot more. You've got your women arm wrestling, you've got, of all shapes and sizes, and the men who are, tradesmen, programmers, hairdressers, barbers, um, and which makes sense to me. It makes it a lot more relatable how there's a lot of really good arm wrestlers that are not, sleeveless truck drivers that are
Yeah,
hustling
yeah.
people in bars,
It,
But
it makes it more competition sports friendly, like to be on ESPN, to be on things like that. You know, he structured it very well, and he did great commentating on it too. But real quick, on 2 years ago, dude, it was my birthday, right? I get a call from Derek. Hey, you're coming with me to LA. It's a surprise. I'm not telling you what it is. Meet me at this address. All right. I'm like, what is it? I don't want to go. I especially don't even like celebrating my birthday, really. I'm just like, whatever. It's another day. So me and Norma get in the truck and we head out there. And then he's like, Derek's there just waiting outside, and it's like this big parking lot. It's a restaurant. We're about to go eat. And I was like, okay, you're taking me to some little dumpy restaurant, whatever. So then um the Knights were in on it too. So Jaden Knight, Veronica Knight, and Jaden Jr. and Amber all came and stuff. And I can't remember if there was more people. I think it was just us. It was the over the top restaurant where his son arm wrestled the kid on the pinball machine. That same restaurant, and they still had the same like lattice in the entrance. So when I walked out, I was like, dude, is this the over the top restaurant?
they kept all
So
that?
yeah, so it was so cool.
Wow.
We had a meal there. We were just like geeking out. And then the um he had printed out the screenplay from it, right?
All the
So
dialogue?
he had the dialogue, and he like highlighted different parts, and I didn't even notice Junior was dressed up as like the punk kid. Derek was gonna play some other part. So our whole plan was to like film it, right? And film it and then pretend to be these actors and stuff. Long story short, my beautiful wife, I love my wife, right? My wife was filming the parts where she was supposed to be recording, she had the phone off. The parts when she was supposed to be recording, she had record off. So
Oh, I hate when that happens.
so
Oh
and
no.
oh, and that day I remember now the whole reason I didn't want to go, I had a migraine that day. I was like, dude, I'm not feeling well. I don't want to do anything. I get there and he was like, dude, it sucks you have a fucking headache. He was like, this was supposed to be so good. I was trying to get my energy up, but anyway, we ended up leaving pretty quick. And he gets back, he was like, man, I have bad news for you, bro. And then he showed me some of it. I was like, oh. So we had proof that we went, but yeah, the documentary got all messed up.
Oh,
It
it's
was
I
funny.
mean, it seems like it was probably a special memory though. Did
That
uh
was really cool.
did Jaden do the whole like, if I lose to you, I'm gonna kill myself? Did he do all
Yep.
that?
He even had the leather gloves too. So Junior had a torn shirt, no shirt underneath, leather gloves. Oh, it
Yeah,
was awesome.
yeah.
It was awesome. So now that's like a little memory for ourselves, like we were reenacted over the top scene.
Heck yeah.
So funny.
Let's see. There's a few people in the chat here. Um, oh, Ed Bedrosian says Artem did write a book. I have it. More of a pamphlet. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I want to look at that. If you know like the link or the name of it or whatever, let me know in the chat here or send it over to me. Let's see. The Drew says, Benji, thanks for fixing that vid. I don't know what that means. Um, let's see. But Benji has some great videos. And also, Benji, thanks for moderating and telling people to hit the like button.
Benji, you're the man.
Yeah, man. I hear tell those likes help. So, yeah, definitely please do, y'all. And let's see. Tara sees the link. Why don't you hop in on then? Paul Stevens says, is there going to be any flyers for North versus South? That's a good question. I mean, I think a little local canvassing could really help for something like that. Probably the most interesting would be locally in Bakersfield to get a lot of people like from that area to show up
Yeah, like
spectating.
old school punk flyers, bro, and just
For
throw
sure. Yeah,
some wacky glue on it and stick it up all over the place. Don't
that's
do
right,
it,
man.
kids, but
Yeah, yeah. Josh and I we're throwing around the idea of like at some portion, maybe during a break, doing a cutting heads competition on the guitar.
oh yeah, that was fun.
A little back and forth. What else we got? So yeah, I like the flyer thing. We haven't talked about that, but I think it's a great idea. We just it would be cool to enlist somebody locally there in Bakersfield to canvas a bit. Usually, if you're gonna like canvas and put out physical flyers, it's gonna be trying to draw those local people to that local area. So I can't see it being too helpful in our local
Yeah,
community.
because imagine who would want to, what non-arm wrestler is going to want to drive to Bakersfield for arm wrestling?
Right, right, right. But we uh we will be promoting the crap out of it. I believe there's still a lot of like, general things kind of being worked out, structural things worked out for the event before we can really start promoting hard. But that time is coming very soon. Just a few things need to be hashed out. But as far as I know, like for sure, it's going to be at the same place. And that place, they love us, dude. They love the community. They loved everybody that came out, and they're like, please do it again every year. And they want to make it bigger and bigger, which is amazing. That's like super awesome. It's exactly what we need.
Yeah, every once in a while, back in the day, we would have meetups in Bakersfield with Ray Cote, and we would all
Yeah.
meet at a brewery out there. And last time I think we went, that was when Ricky had a match with Ed. I don't remember his last name, but they called him Bam Bam, and Ricky won the hook belt. So he was the number one hook guy
Ah,
in that weight
interesting.
class.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
it
know
was
that.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
It was
you
like
guys.
a wrestling belt too, dude. Like a championship wrestling belt, a white one, had the arms on there. It was so sick.
Oh man. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I heard you guys have been out towards the Tehachapi area and stuff like that. I think we took the scenic route through all that to the
Yeah,
last year's North versus South. That man, that is some beautiful country.
nice
Uh,
countryside.
yeah, man,
Ah,
a lot of neat houses. Josh,
oh,
where
it's
you
just
been?
Josh.
Oh, sorry, I had to use the restroom, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, like I've been talking to Ray recently and looking to get out his direction, maybe for a day or a weekend or something like that and get some training out there. It was good to see him and his wife at the UAL
You know,
this.
Ray loves you if he barbecues for you, bro. He can, man, that dude would like, I'll tell you what, the most meat that you can think of, and it's all queued up, delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like one time, we had a tournament at the brewery that we used to practice at, Brew Rebellion, and we had Ian Carnegie down. Um, and oh no, we had Tim Bresnan. It was the first time Derek faced Tim Bresnan, and Tim beat him. But
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
dude, he brought a ton of meat, and then we didn't have a grill. I ran to my house, got like two grills, I think, like brought them back. I think one didn't work. One was an old gas one. We just threw coal on there.
Mm,
But man, yeah, great, great guy.
yeah.
Always been good to me, you know?
Yeah, I like Ray a lot. We also got
Hi, Josh.
What's up, brother? How you been?
Missing you.
Likewise, likewise. Think we're gonna see each other soon. Are you not gonna be in Vegas, are you?
No, I don't think so, man. No. If I do show, it'll be like I woke up that morning and I shot out there.
yeah, yeah.
But if not, then no.
Are you you're coming to North versus South, yeah? Or maybe.
That's still a hard maybe for me. I gotta plan it out, but I want to go. That's why I
Okay.
haven't accepted any matches or anything. I had a couple people hit me up. Um, but yeah, I just don't want to set something up and then have it fall through. I like that would kill me more than losing a match. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Paul Stevens, yeah, the flyer is being made right now. It'll be released pretty soon in the next couple of days or a week.
Sweet.
I
So,
told
As far
I
as
told Kane.
the flyer, like I heard what you were saying about like physical flyers, like yeah.
I told Kane it'll be cool if we did like old school punk ones, black and white on little square papers, and stick them up on things.
I'm down with that. I'm
Dude,
super down with that.
all
put
you
them.
need is a little bit of easiest glue to make is like some flour and some water, bro, and just brush paint it and it sticks on everything.
Do we have anybody in like literally in Bakersfield in our community that would maybe throw a few of those out in some popular areas?
Um, I mean, there was True Grit was right there, but they haven't really been active. The only one that has is Zach. And he runs their Facebook page and everything like that. I don't know if he would be able to do it, but I'm sure that I could get Bailey, the guy who owns the brewery, to have somebody do that because he's like super involved and wants to be utilized, as much as possible. Like he's like whatever way I can help and whatever we need to do. And so I'm sure that told
You
him,
should give
hey,
him a
let's
novice super match, bro. That would be cool.
the what?
Oh,
Give him a novice super match.
Yeah, I wanted to last time with him and his partner. That's his partner that owns the brewery, but unfortunately, they watched that girl break her arm, and they were like, "Yeah, that's exactly why we didn't do it, and it's good that we didn't do it." So it's like they like the sport, they like the energy, but I think they like it from a distance for now.
Yeah, so yeah. Once you see, yeah, you can't unsee that thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're
Yeah,
early
it's
on in
not.
the sport. You
yeah, you
know,
can't.
when I
Yeah,
first started for years, bro, I was so scared of breaking my arm because I'm a skinnier guy. I don't have a lot of muscle mass on me and stuff. So everybody in my weight class, muscle guys, dude. I was just like, they're gonna snap my arm. I just have to make sure my shoulders are intact, and and it took me a long time to actually dive in there and bang with them, instead of like trying to catch them on the outside.
Right, right.
yeah, it's still nerve wracking. I mean, I don't care even if the guy is littler than me. Like when I get up there, I just still know it's not that I'm scared that my arm is going to break or anything. It's that I know how easily we can put ourselves in dangerous positions while just running on adrenaline, right? And so
Oh yeah.
I try to be hyper aware of that all the time. And so sometimes my movement or things might be slower, but it's only because like all this is going through my head at the same time. Like, okay, do not move like this. Do not put your body like this. Do not, So I kind of feel like it's good that that's there because the moment that leaves and if we become too complacent, I think that's when you do get injured.
Yeah,
The
Absolutely.
people.
it's funny. I've put it in the chat when people start talking about arm break for too long. I'm like, it's not that hard. You just have to lose.
Yeah, yeah, just
That's all it is. You lose, you won't break your arm. But
yeah.
Right,
we're all competitive as shit.
Yeah,
right.
it's tough. I feel like it helps to, get to that condition point, be it a couple years in or, however long it is to start to realize where your frame is, like what your frame can handle. Um, like like for me, there was a point maybe like a year or two ago where I was like, oh, okay, like like feeling how much pressure I could actually
You
put,
trust it.
like,
Yeah.
and but at the same time, I have to recognize that, okay, like I can run into a killer and think that like, okay, my frame can handle this much and they can like do something, that I was not prepared for. But you know, Caleb put up an interesting post on the California Arm Wrestling League page about what he thought was the safer way, I think, to start arm wrestling, and it was the conversation of hook versus top roll. And at first, I thought he was saying like, what's the most dangerous move between them in terms of like, winning. And I was thinking maybe hook, but then as I was kind of like looking at it, it seems more like a safety thing, and I'm wondering what you guys think about
Oh,
that.
100%, 100% hook to start
Right,
off. Now,
right, right.
I say that from experience because when we started the team, they taught me top rolls, and I hurt my wrist a lot in the beginning because I wasn't top rolling correctly. It took me to really sit down and have a session with Vosgin, and Vosgin came and did a seminar with us,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "No, this is top roll. This is not top roll." You know what I mean? He
Right,
was like, "You don't want to let your wrist go and stuff. You don't have control that way. You're just getting to a position to open their hand, but you're not really finishing it." You know what I mean? He was like, "You have control when you have here, and then you roll it."
right, right. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I get where they were coming from in thinking that starting with top roll is safer. you theoretically aren't getting too into the bone line, but just through my experience of learning through Alpha Empire and the way you guys teach starting in the hook, like I definitely get it. What I like about it is that if you're learning in the hook slowly and with people that are looking after you, you're learning in a position that is like, the fundamental connection of arm wrestling, elbow inside
Exactly.
your
Exactly.
shoulder, and being square with it. You can't really learn your connection and the safety position of your elbow in a top roll position. And people that are new that I see trying to top roll in the beginning without having that connection and safety established, I see them more often arm wrestling like this. So
Oh yeah.
yes, they still can, go this way and break their arm. So no matter what, I guess the exception to the rule is it's going to be dangerous no matter what angle you're in because there's too many variables. But I would definitely check more pros on the hook side as long as it's done for the purpose. I mean, I remember when you guys were starting me out there, you kind of like let me safely do what I wanted to do to see what, like I was about. And then you were quickly just like, you know, teaching me safety, and it looked like a hook position. That's what it was. And it was just a lot of this. What do you think, Josh? You're a coach.
Um, yeah, well, as you know, uh, I don't even know what a top roll is, right? I, I only I only pull in the hook. I mean, I do try to top roll with my left hand a little bit, but um, I
Well,
agree. I feel
you finished your hook in a top roll.
yeah,
You're
yeah. I'll pu-
pronated.
I'll I'll pull towards with the thumb for sure. There's pronation involved, but I agree. I feel that in my mind with a hook, everything because I'm always telling the new guys when they come that their fist should never be outside of their shoulder. So like that's like one of the main fundamentals. So wherever you're going, if you're in a losing position, if you're in a winning position, the shoulder should always be behind the hand. I feel that the top roll, especially like you guys are talking about with newer people, I see way more of the extension and the weird position than I do with somebody who's starting in a hook. Now, I do know that this is probably being based off of statistically saying that more people have broke their arm, inside on videos.
Mm,
But I think that's at higher level with people just putting their bones on the line. When we're talking about initial safety, yeah, I think, yeah, a hook is a safer way to start, in my opinion.
for sure. Yeah, I
Because also, like
the
Lorenzo, the only times I've ever felt pain is when I try to top roll and do the outside stuff. I mean, well, you get pains anyway, but it's weird pain. It's pain that like lingers and lasts, and your wrist will feel tweaked and just it doesn't feel good. Um, I feel like that's a lot easier when your tendons and your muscles are already built up. The hook is always going to be a hook, and it's always going to be in the same safe spot. If somebody rips through you, they rip through you. With the top roll, depending, like you're talking about Vosgen teaching the proper way. Well, a lot of people are like this. A lot of people are not coming back this way. A lot of people are turning their hands straight out and letting their wrists be pulled at their fingers and all this. I mean, that it can't be good for nerves and everything, right? So yeah, I think long term that it will show that people's hands are probably a lot more fucked up if they start with the top roll.
Yeah. You made me think of something too. You said statistically we more often see it happen in the hook, and that made me think of something. I think that yeah, that's probably even more true for your experienced arm
Mhm.
wrestlers. When I really think about it, when I see those like sad YouTube videos of like brand new people or people that don't even like, haven't trained with a team that are breaking them, it's usually some kind of fight up top and just really ugly
Yep.
and out here. So, but the ones that like are like gnarly breaks at the pro level, it's usually inside, and it ends up either being the bicep detachment or the yeah, the break, which I find very interesting. Yep.
Yeah, and then like for me, um, me and Derek had to learn. We call it the tall man hook. You know what I'm saying? Because with shorter guys and lower levers, they have to pull us down. So our hook and our pressures are completely different when we try to hook. Because my whole hook philosophy is I'm trying to supinate your whole arm off. I want to supinate you all the way as much as I can. Because at some point, something's going to give out. And then as I'm supinating, I'm driving up
Hmm.
because what a shorter hook puller is going to want to be lower down and be down. So if I keep them up, they're up there, and now they have to keep their elbow on the pad and worry about that supination as well.
Right, right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't even realizing that till more recently. I feel like I was calling a high hook something that only I don't know that everybody can do, but I guess I only would see it with tall people the way I was like perceiving it. Um, because yeah, we normally do have to kind of come up like this a little bit up into the hand. But yeah, I wonder if like the shorter guys and shorter lever, it's just kind of changing my whole perception of the hook. I wonder if a lot of them too. I noticed when like our little guy Derek Trung, who's got the most flawless form. I started noticing even with him with the
Big
smaller
Derek.
arm. Yeah, big Derek. When he's real tight and he's like way down here, a lot of times it is scooping up into the hand. And for some reason, I just always interpreted a hook as being something where you're just chopping down below the hand, prying in from there. But
I used to love watching. Man, I'd had my YouTube set up for alerts every time the worlds will come on. And no matter who it was in Worlds, bro, I'm telling you, when they get into that hook in there, those
mhm.
micro adjustments, and you see them get a little something, and then they're surged. Oh man, that to me that was like so exciting because it's like when once you've been in arm wrestling for so long, like you know what they're trying to get, and it's exciting, and you're like, are they going to get it? And then you start, yeah, even like the disabled class too, like if there's part of the disabled class, if you're blind or just have any kind of vision impairment, they put blindfolds on you. And then no matter if you have fully blind or a little bit of vision impairment, both competitors wear blindfolds, and that's a cool experience. And I don't know, just seeing when Derek talks about it, dude, like going out there to see worlds and seeing so many people who are about it the way you are, it has to be a crazy feeling, man.
Yeah, yeah. So you haven't competed at Worlds yet?
Oh no, man. I'm still trying to work my way to be a legit pro, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think you're pretty legit to me. There's a lot of people that would call a win against you a big win, man.
Oh, love you guys.
Yeah, dude. There's just a
Stupid
shit
Josh.
ton. There's just a shit ton of levels in this, and that's one thing that's really fun about this sport. I feel like as we get into it and we realize that there's kind of a place for everybody where they can, conquer, dominate, feel good and have a lot of fun. Um, whereas other, professional sports or big sports, you're talking just some pretty basic tiers, pretty big jumps that you gotta make it to. You've got like for most sports, what college ball, and then your minor league, and then the majors. Does football even have anything like that? They really don't between college and pro, do they? Like baseball? Yeah.
XFL,
Well, there's that. That's kind of new, right? Right?
the lingerie
Isn't
football
that
league, is amazing. I suggest everyone go and see it. It's about to be season again. And if you guys want to come down to Rancho Cucamonga, where they have the field, beers are usually $6 that day. So, yeah.
And they legit do that in Rancho Cucamonga, lingerie football?
Yeah, at the Toyota Arena.
Oh, okay. All right.
So when they have tickets, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, they are competitors.
Oh man. We
And
still
then
got
there's a meet and
rare?
greet after, I think. But I don't know. Someone told me.
Tara Terry says, my dad says Lorenzo is a legit pro, and she seconds that. I third it.
Oh, I appreciate it, guys. They're too nice to me.
Yeah, I don't know. They're nice, but they're speaking the truth. And I do want to pop this out there as well. It looks like Tara Terry is going to be going to compete in nationals this Yeah, man. Representing for our state in the women's arm wrestling, and I expect her to do some big things. She does have some GoFundMe's and stuff going on Facebook. I think you can find out probably a little bit about it on Instagram too. I think I saw. Get in on that. In fact, I will try and find the link and get it in the description of this video. But yeah, everybody chip in to try and get Tara over there to nationals and have a good time. It's not cheap to do that. And on that subject as well, Josh and I, you've been trying to do a little something to sponsor. Have our community in the state sponsor an arm wrestler, maybe two, whatever we can put together to go compete out of state. That's still the plan. We're still talking about it and still have plans for that. Yeah, stand by on that. We're going to be making that happen. But we really do need to just pull together as a community to help our champions do this. You know what I mean? It helps build the sport, it helps build more opportunities for us. And, if the sport's not at a place where we can get a bunch of big sponsors behind us. We need to build the sport up to a point that they do want to, that they can. And sometimes we need to really help bring our champions out of the woodwork and really help them get out there and bring that sport to where we want it to be. That's my 256 cents.
Hey, I like it.
Let's
Heck
see
yeah.
what else we
Josh,
got.
you're giving me Limp Bizkit vibes with your red hat, bruh.
Thank you. Here, check it
He
out.
did it. He did it all for the
All
nookie.
for the nookie. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, hey, that's pretty dope.
It's a
Man,
UAL hat.
I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that when they were doing the video things for
Oh yeah,
God, I kept saying it like
you got
uh
camera fright, Kane?
maybe, I don't know. I felt like it was okay. I just like the lines were going out of my I mean, and it wasn't something simple. It was like you're watching UAL state championship on Ion Live, and it was the whole Ion thing, which was them, like, was so it made me feel really bad. I kept on saying, on what?
And then Kane just finished Alpha Empire and then left.
That's right, that's right. That's all they needed to know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
See, yeah, Terry says, thank you so much, Kane. Love you all. You're all so awesome. Thank you. She says,
The
without all of
Terrys. Love the
yeah,
Terrys, bro.
they are the best. Yeah, yeah. Without
Hey,
all of you, it's
real
not
quick,
possible.
have you guys watched the Ballesteros' YouTube channel?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know they
Dude,
had a YouTube channel.
I like it.
It's good.
I
It's
like
dope.
it. Heck
It's
yeah.
dope.
I was like,
Yeah.
I want to make one now.
Yeah. It's cool, like the way he's doing it. It's kind of like it reminds me of the old school like reality TV kind of sense. Like it's not just like showing matches, or it's not just showing this, like you're showing him like walking, going to the gym, doing these different things, and you know what I mean, like the each step by step. And yeah, that's pretty cool stuff
And
for
I like that
sure.
he's honest with it too. He was like, I hate doing this, but they tell me I got to do it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
man,
No,
I
he's
feel the same way.
a
And
character, man. He's cool.
those are people I would want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Those are guys that are on my radar and stuff like that. Like him and his brother are awesome.
Heck yeah, I just subscribed to it right now. And yeah, they should have a lot more subscribers. We're plugging this into the chat right
I think
now.
he barely started it, right, Lorenzo? I mean, he started it recently, right?
Yeah, pretty recent because I was just scrolling through YouTube. I was like, hey, I know that name. And so
Yeah,
I checked it out. I
it
was like,
might have been like a
yeah.
couple months at the most. Like he barely started it.
Yeah, watching him because I didn't see too much footage of that tournament, so it's cool get to see him prep for the tournament and stuff that he's getting, and then him showing up to the tournament. It's pretty cool. Because like even
Yeah,
for
he's a
me,
cool.
I have a ton of pictures and videos and stuff, and I'm so bad with social media. I don't post anything, man. I just had I went with Derek this past Saturday. We had lunch with Brian Shaw, dude. I have a picture with Brian Shaw I still haven't posted or done anything with. I'm like, it's mine.
I'll tell you what, Lorenzo, like not just being biased because you're the homie, but you have one of those personalities, bro, where you could, you know, make a YouTube channel and people would like really jump on that. Like you just have one of those real welcoming personalities. You're funny, you know what I mean? Got the look, woo woo. And so yeah, like those vlog type things, you'd be good at it, bro. Like I think you should look into it. Try it out.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
might try it out. I might
I
put my
know
training wheels
I'll follow
on and
you.
see what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Do videos of you cutting Derek's hair and talking shit, and then fucking you guys going for a ride to go, do this and woo whoop and just all the different stuff going on. It'll catch on, the life of Lorenzo.
Dude, me
You know,
It would
when
be entertaining.
the
yeah,
the shit talking me and Will have when we're when we're training is funny, bro. It's funny. I'm
yeah.
like,
See, and then you'll have your guys like that, like Will and everybody who's like a staple on your episodes every week, and you have little clips of him, and yeah, I
you know,
think you'd be good at it.
I just get into
I
my
think you'd
own
be
head all the
good at it.
time, bro. I'm like, I start thinking about stuff I want to do. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun, and then I'm like, nobody's gonna want to watch that, and then I put the phone down and then I start doing something else,
Yeah, I would definitely uh watch a lot of the shit talking with you, just like cut it. Yeah, we need to live stream next time you give Derek a haircut. I don't know why. It's super the stuff you guys talk about. You guys are really hilarious together. Let's see.
Oh,
Taylor.
dude, I had the pleasure to go to Larry Will's house and cut his hair.
Really?
What an experience, bro. Mansion, first of all. I was like, oh my God. I don't know if I'm allowed to be
Mhm.
here. And Kane, that was the day after I cut four people's hair at practice. And I had got in the car and I had a message from him, and because I had cut Adam's hair the week before, Adam Silver, right? And then I was like, yeah, if you tell Larry, I didn't think Larry would actually hit me up or anything, even though, we know him and stuff, but I was like, Larry probably has like a celebrity barber show up at his house all the time.
Right.
But I went and yeah, we'll see if he calls me back if he liked it.
Man, that is awesome. Yeah, Larry's cool as all hell. What is
And then
your
people are all asking me too, did you put Did you do video? Did you live stream? I was like, no, man, it's just me and Larry just hanging out, man. You know,
Uh,
because I feel bad for people like that because I just people are so intrusive in their life and everything like that. Like, when does he ever have a moment to be a real person and have a real conversation with someone? You know,
right, right.
I'll tell you when. On his whole journey to get where he's at now. He was
that
just
that
a
is true.
regular person. He fought
That
to
is
get
true.
where he's at. He wanted that. Look, and it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
That is
So
true.
did you like carve in a couple of like Hot Wheels with flames? Uh, on this
He
that
put his
I was
initials on the back. Larry doesn't even
would.
know. They're gonna be like, "What?" They're like, "What
Yeah,
the
I have my
hell?"
signature on the back. People he wonders why people keep calling him Lorenzo, but
Yeah.
his name is
Yeah,
Larry. He's like, oh, maybe these people are just speak Spanish. I don't know.
that's funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'd like
No,
to see
but
him back to practice sometime soon. I know he kind of like shifted to back to bodybuilding for a
yeah.
little bit. Have you heard any word in terms of if he's hopping back into the sport much or?
Well, he's trying to get the gym going, dude. So they're working real hard to try to get that gym going, and he has his product line and stuff, and so I know they're doing some reorganization in his distributing. Um, but I think once he gets clear with all of that, he's doing some videos, and then I don't know. I think we'll see him back pretty soon, maybe
Cool.
about the middle of this year, and we'll see him start training and looking for some more matches and stuff.
Definitely, definitely.
Hopefully, like we love seeing Larry. Like I can remember like 4 or 5 years ago, me and Derek are just sitting at a tournament talking. I was like, dude, what if we got Larry Wills? What if we got Brandon Allen in a super match, arm wrestling? I was like, we're gonna meet him eventually, dude. It's gonna happen. And dude, like, it's so funny how things happen sometimes. You know what I mean? You keep
Yeah.
running into the same people, like, and then he wanders over by the arm wrestling. Derek, grab him. We have to talk to him before, just before he gets with somebody else who scares him off, or some. Because the thing is, arm wrestling is that one sport where you could be the smaller guy and beat the big guy, right? So you know how many people are the small guy, Larry Wills? Let me show you what I can do, and don't care if they hurt him,
hmm
just for the views. But it was cool. We also got Juji Mufu that way too.
Really?
At one of the tournaments, me and Leo were doing some of his blob lifts and stuff,
Mhm.
and then he was like, "Oh man, I wanted to sign up. I didn't know where to sign up though." I was like, "Come walk over here. Bill will fucking sign you up right now." So he signed up to the amateurs and won, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he beat one of our guys. We had a tall guy, Bob Roberts. His name was Uncle Bob. He went by Uncle Bob. So Bob
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah. I practiced with him once. That guy's tall and his arms like
It
freaking
was
3 feet
strong,
long, right?
strong hand and everything too, man.
Yeah.
Bob was on par to be. He should have won that one if Juji didn't compete, and then
Mm,
Juji ended up taking it from him.
wow. Wow. Yeah. And sometimes I want to see that more than at least right now, I want to see that more than, the smaller actual arm wrestler beating the amateur bodybuilder. Because yeah, I think their win will attract more of their community into our sport, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Stephanie Spencer says, I'm slowly collecting footage. Awesome. Heck yeah. I think she's referring to the documentary for North vs. South that we're all pitching together to do. It's gonna be so awesome. Think
How's
cult.
that? How's that been going on your end? Like, have you had people send you videos yet?
I have. I have. I need more though. I definitely need more. I'm going to be kind of safety netting this whole thing. Like that's like Lorenzo, that's why I've been live streaming at practice more and trying to get a little bit more intimate with it as I go. But the Arm Fests, I'm going to be looking to capitalize on that, especially if any of them we can get some of the North people down. Um, I want to try and get up north too before North versus South for an event. I haven't picked it out yet, but I do want to get up there. That McGraw's thing that's coming up looks pretty cool too. The call out deal at Mike McGraw's.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, things like that. I'm gonna
When
try
is
and
that?
get as much of the footage as I can myself.
That's the 23rd of this month.
Cool.
Yeah, so Mike is doing a new thing where, well, I don't even know if we're allowed to say this on YouTube, but anyways, he's doing a thing where the pullers can, put their own on the line and,
Oh, right.
walk away with something if they want to, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Like,
feel you. Like private
yeah,
super matches, almost like in just what stakes are, what the stakes are, what they are, what are.
exactly.
Got you. Well,
Yep,
that's fun.
yep. And
And
so,
then
and
have
not
a good
everybody has to do
Mike
that,
McGraw
but
overseeing everything.
what's that?
And Mike is going to be overseeing everything, or he's going to put people in place to see that.
Yeah, yeah. He's just no, he's just kind of hosting it and letting
Okay.
it be at the famous Bender's Garage, like one of the California meccas, and so you'll have like a lot of the big names that want to go there and do that, like your Luke Kent's and Tom Nelson and the North guys. But it's for everybody. But that's usually who shows up there. It's like all the NorCal veterans, and
Yeah,
so
that
it's
sounds
like
interesting, dude.
like
That's
the
right
Game of
before my
Arms thing.
birthday.
Wait, what?
That's right before my birthday. My birthday's on the 27th this month.
Oh, hey,
So,
good way to celebrate it.
Have
So
to go see. Make sure my boy Matt Hughes goes.
oh, you
Um,
mean to Mike's on the 23rd?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Matt usually he's usually there, but yeah, I'll hit him up personally for sure.
yeah, for sure.
so this is next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
And there's something
in two
else.
weekends.
There's something else coming up. I think Matt was the one that brought it up earlier. Jody Smith, I think, is doing it. Um, but it's at a Fit Expo up there.
Oh yeah, Santa Clara or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know much about it.
Okay.
Uh, I think it was like a last minute thing, so I don't really. Matt, yeah, whatever Matt said.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Rewinding back for the whole like documentary thing, yeah, that's the general idea. I'm gonna be trying to safety net it by both trying to get my own footage down here and up there as much as I can before the actual event. But I also want to use that as an opportunity for people to be able to like airdrop me their footage too. Um, and you can send it. So if you're competing in North versus South, I need some cool like self-shot video journaling footage, guys. Those that have
And
sent me
hurry up,
stuff,
get the
yeah,
footage done. Send it to Kane. Don't make him beg you.
yeah.
Just send it to him. There you
What
The
go,
if
Kane.
I so on the 23rd, what if I went around McGraw's with a camera, did several interviews with people, a couple minutes each, and then had like the rest of the get together recorded and then just sent it all to you as a jumble? Would that you think that would help, or
that
is
that
it
would
okay
be
like that?
great. That would be great. And since we're doing it in this format and we're not paying professional cameramen to go out there and collect me a bunch of footage on a hard drive or something, we just need it in small clips. So if each one clip that you get of interviews of different competitors and stuff like that is just limited to, less than 3 minutes, ideally less than 2 minutes, but those could individually be sent nice and easy over a period of time. Once they get longer than that, the files just get big. It gets more complicated, and not just in that sense, also for the editing process. If anybody sends me like 30 minutes or like 45 minutes of them video journaling in one long like take, it's going to be a lot of work on my part to pull out what we actually need. Um, for the whole thing, because there's going to be a lot of competitors and I want to get as many people involved. But for the overall kind of like theme of it, yeah, I'm real excited because I'm looking to have that kind of like gritty, like kind of punk rock or skate video feel to a lot of the video journaling footage, that'll be woven in and out of some higher quality stuff. And I think that'll give it a really, really cool feel, and by the time we get towards the event footage, something a lot more polished. Lorenzo, that new guy on our team, I want to say his name is Isaiah. He's kind of like a rocker kid, pretty
I know who
talented.
you're talking about. He told me his
Plays
name. I
chess.
can't remember it for the life of me, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he plays chess. Yeah, last practice for our super matches, he actually filmed the footage for me to kind of like make a little video out of it. But he had some really great gear, and he was like super proactive to help out. He attached a mic to the table and everything, and it was really polished and a nice camera. So I'll probably be looking to talk to him to help out with a
Nice.
documentary if he's interested. Definitely at least to get him down to film some footage at North First South. But all those things we're hashing out because we've got somebody we're planning to do live streaming and stuff like that. So we just gotta work it out with everybody. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really different and really 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 cool. So, yeah. Tara Terry, are you competing in North versus South? She says my
Yeah,
dad. She is?
I think. Wait,
Okay.
He
yeah,
did.
I thought that her and Blanca already said that they were going to rematch.
A
I could be wrong.
rematch. Yeah, I think Blanca told me that. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to see that. She says my dad says Lorenzo should call his channel a cut above.
Ooh.
There you go. And Evo Sports Fest April 20th and Patterson Apricot Festival UAL in June. She said question mark, so I don't know. She might not be too sure, but um,
Oh, I like that Apricot Festival last time we went, but man, that drive, I tell you what, whoo! I probably won't drive the same day again like I did last time.
what
Drove the whole day to get there, got there, and was baking in the sun. That was an experience.
what kind of drive are we talking about?
7 hours, Kane. 7 whole hours.
14 hours out of the day for a round trip, huh?
Jesus, yeah. I
Yeah.
I don't know if yeah. Arm wrestling and then trying to drive home. I don't know who would want to do that, you know. There's some cool hotels, middle of nowhere, you know. It had an outhouse. It was cool.
Yeah, I heard the vibe was really great that it had a lot of like spectatorship because it was at a like a fair or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. And fair food was good, you know, you get to walk around and stuff. A
Get
lot
them.
of restrooms, which I appreciate. My
Yeah,
bladder went back to like a 4-year-old's.
Tara says Blanca wants a rematch. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
All
Uh,
right, buddy.
yeah, thanks for coming on. Thank you everybody in the chat. Everybody for watching, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Josh, if you can hear me, thanks, brother.
Thank you, Josh.
Mhm. All right, good night, everybody. Stay strong.
Later, guys. Up Empire.
Yeah, man.